Okay, we should be live. Hello everybody, welcome back for the first art stream in God knows fucking how long. Jesus, this has been a month to be certain, but hey, that is life, and I'm now back to continue a collaboration, words, that has been long in the waiting with my good friend Total Blackout Painting, also known as Fat Dave. Hello, Fat Dave.
Hello. How are you doing?
Doing.
It's good to.
Go.
I'll say it's good to be here.
Yeah, the magic of speaking over each other.
Right.
Christ, timing is not my skill. Hello everybody. Callum, Arden when he dropped by, Venice, Robert Renato, Lil Green Martian. Good to see you all, guys. Yeah, so sorry for not being available so much. It has been one hell of a fucking free time.
Oh man. Yeah, free time in quotes.
Yes.
I know how that goes.
Just cries in agony. There you go. So,
Right.
oh shit, Callum throws me a grenade. Dodge! Or put a pillow over or some shit, maybe that'll help. So today we are currently, I've been cheating a little bit, just been doing a sketch while talking to Total Blackout. In the previous stream, which was on his channel, we have been making some backgrounds for a picture. Today's purpose is for me to fill it and give it a creature to inhabit this rather fucking awesome void. So, the current plan is this one, or something similar to this at least. So, we'll see how this one goes out. So, I'm just gonna get right onto this one, and me and Fat Dave here are just gonna keep talking smack while we do.
Throw a link in the chat to the part 1 of the stream on my channel. But yeah, this was like a 30 seconds for him to draw this little. So he's saying cheating, but it took him 30 seconds to draw this shit. So it's not like he put it's cheating in that he's good enough to do that shit in 30 seconds.
Don't talk up my abilities too much, dude. Don't give him too many expectations here. Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh man, we got a crazy lightning storm here last night.
Oh?
Like, I was gonna, because I thought we had originally set the stream at, I was totally wrong on the time. Time zones suck. They fuck me up all the time.
Yeah.
I hate time zones. I would be totally fine with getting rid of all time zones and just being like, you know, like, people say like, oh man, I gotta take my lunch break at 3 a.m. and have it be the normal thing where they're at.
Yeah.
I would rather do that. It would be less confusing for the world. But yeah, so I thought this was scheduled at 6 in the morning originally. And so I got up at 5 and started going about my routine. And yeah. So I've been up since 5 a.m. here.
Shut up, Arden.
Oh, hey.
We don't talk about that shit here. Fucking perspective ass motherfucker.
Hey, Marku.
Hello, Marku. Welcome to the team, to the party, to the madhouse. Let's see.
But yeah, so I was going to bed late, or I ended up going to bed late anyways. But then we had this insane lightning storm last night. It woke me up, and I had to go out and take video of that. So in the middle of the night, I'm out standing on my patio and trying to avoid rain. Filming was crazy. It was weird because it was like the lightning was just focused in one area for the longest time, and those aren't the kind of storms we get here in Idaho.
Huh.
So
well, before this weekend, like the week before this week, has been nothing but like wind and rain.
Yeah.
Must have been the Emperor battling Marvel Thor. We don't talk about that name, Callum. The Emperor does not have a human name. It's a Warhammer fucking thing. Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Games Workshop is
no, yeah.
they're the unfortunate victim of a corporation that really doesn't care about its own thing.
Oh, yeah. They're just getting taken over.
Yeah, fucking
They're
tourists.
they're being co-opted. Yeah, exactly. They're being co-opted by fucking tourists. And the thing is like the universe itself in Warhammer is not very conducive to a lot of the fucking nonsense these prog retards try to push.
Nah, though I do
So,
believe they would love the Tau.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm, you know,
If there's one faction that
yeah,
is uncolloquially
the
evil in there, if we look away from like the edgy boy Dark Eldar who are just there to be edgy boys,
yeah,
that would, without completely unironically, the Tau are evil.
right.
Like
The fish communists. They
blueberry
love the fish.
commies,
Yep.
worst fucking creatures in the. Oh, I'm so sad that the Empire just didn't nuke them all.
Yeah. Well, oh man, make no mistake, we live in the 40K universe. It's just, we're getting there.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
It's you know, the giant god emperor thing they made in Italy. That that was a prophecy.
Yes, I mean, only thing we actually need is for a certain Alex guy to. I can't say any names, can't be too political here, but if a certain Alex says that the certain orange man is might be a certain emperor, I will not disbelieve.
Right.
Dude has been fucking on point.
Hey, AJ talking about the rise of the Emperor of Mankind and the.
We're nearing the Techno Baron shit already, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, we live in the worst timeline.
Yeah.
Why not just make it better?
Exactly. It would be cool, to be honest. Like, I want my fucking bolter gun. Or hell, even a fucking flashlight that shoots pew pew.
Oh, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always been a Chaos player, though, so.
Yeah, but in Chaos, there's like only two factions that make sense, and I will die on this hill. Only Slanesh and Nurgle have any long-lived ability, while Khorne and Tzeentch just. First of all, they're too limited, and second of all, it's just the only thing keeping them active is just plot.
Now, see, I tend to disagree, and I will admit I'm a casual when it comes to this. I'm a casual when it comes to a lot of the games when I play. But I'm personally biased because I have a Khorne army, and I really like Khorne. I like the motif. But I also think that like in a universe where the theme is in the grimdark universe there is only war, I think Khorne very much has a lasting power in that, and especially in that he is the embodiment of like the evil and viciousness of humanity and mankind. Like
but my point is though that power, that embodiment could easily be done by Slanesh. And like the strengths and embodiments of Khorne and Tzeentch can both fit perfectly within both Slanesh and Nurgle.
Now, I'm not familiar with Tzeentch because I've never played Tzeentch.
Tzeentch
like
is,
I said, and if I don't play him, I don't learn shit about him. So, but I know. I mean, I'm casually familiar with Tzeentch.
Yeah.
But that's the one that I won't go to bat for Tzeentch because I don't know it that well.
Well, he's basically just always has plan, always wins because he's always part of his greater plan, and he's essentially the god of magic and mages, and thereby undefeatable. So he had to nerf himself some shit. It's I really don't like the guy. Honestly, I don't, because the plot has made him too perfect to ever fail. He can never fail.
Oh, really?
And if he ever fails, he even succeeds. I mean, I don't understand how Abaddon can't get away with it when Siege gets away with it.
Huh.
And also,
Plot
especially
armor.
since like the Chaos Gods are just psychic parasites. They aren't really that. They're just really ancient psychic parasites. They're not older than the warp. They're not really that special. Just again, psychic parasites pretending to be gods, essentially.
I like LGM's thing here. He says in the chat is that Tzeentch is the embodiment of chaos itself.
Yeah, and that is one of the reasons why he can never be able to truly lose, which is also what makes him too perfect in a way.
I can
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Because
like
if you have Siege, why bother having anyone else? Because Khorne, oh yeah, bloodshed, but he has none of his followers have ever really. And now I'm saying his followers as in the majority. The majority of followers of Khorne are just mindless berserkers, right?
Yeah.
Which means that none of his followers have any lasting staying power. The fact that the World Eaters are active is a miracle because every single one of them is a bloodthirsty psycho. At least in every story where they aren't like the main set. And whenever you play like if you ever have a game or ever fight like a Nurgle army, there's a lot of things within both Slaanesh and Nurgle which could easily just do Nurgle's position. Easily do Khorne and Tzeentch's position without them. Like the love of combat, combat and respect for martial prowess, that could easily be a Slaanesh thing. They're just a bit too shallow for me. They do work within their setting, and they are cool. I'm not saying that they aren't cool. It's just, I'm overthinking this shit a lot. So, I've just personally, for me, the only two gods that actually could last in any sort of way with as much power is basically Slaanesh and Nurgle.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I don't know enough about the lore to argue about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because most of my experience with the universe comes from, especially with like Tzeentch stuff, is I go to the game store and I look at the models and I pick out one that I really want to paint.
Yeah. The designs are awesome. I do like the beaks too, but yeah. Khorne has the coolest designs though, like Satan, a lot of satanic images and really badass, and also how they are all these, I don't want to say cybernetic, but the brass demons, invoking fire, hellfire and stuff like that. That's something I really like about Khorne. Let's see. Gotta try something here. Desperately trying something out.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My freaking voice keeps cutting out.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. Maybe you should just make a habit of jumping in and out every now and then. I don't know. Right? I wish I could help.
Write a program that does that. No, you know what it is? It's because it's Discord. It's this Chinese app. It doesn't like my controversial opinions on 40K, so they're trying to silence me. No.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm the Chinese fucking spy.
Yeah. Like we want to shut this casual idiot up. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
This man like to talk the great glorious change. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna get canned by the Chinese before you did.
Yeah. But I'm lucky because most of the talking I do on my channel, I'm wearing a mask.
Ooh.
I'm wearing my painting mask, so you can't hear what I'm saying very much. Just because the only time I'm streaming is when I'm painting.
Yeah.
So, man, I dig where this is going. I really like how this looks so far.
Yeah. I think we're going a bit simple with this one if it's okay by you.
Oh man, no. I'm here for it. This looks
Thank you.
dope.
Let's see. I do like using this. So I'm gonna do something crazy and go right for line art and see how I can do this.
Yeah, Callum asked what you think of Vashdor.
Oh, Vashdor. Oh wait, Vashdor is that basically that forge demon, right, Callum? It sounds familiar. Really familiar.
Is he a new one they just put out?
From what I remember, there's this talk about there are these powerful demons that are not really god level yet, but have the potential to become demons. And if I remember
Like
correctly,
princes?
there's this one and this one I like. This one I like. He is essentially a demon of machines and technological progress. Or
Yeah.
I think anyway, his seems to be very engine and machine focused, which would be really fucking cool because that would be a machine for the Dark Mechanicum and the what are Perturba's chapter called again? The Iron Warriors to just embrace.
Yeah. I got a buddy that's building an iron. He's building an Iron Warriors army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Iron
Warriors are just fucking okay. The Night Lords are notorious for being the most cruel and evil, but the Iron Warriors are just, yeah. I mean, holy shit.
The motif, and here's what here's where my like casual normie tourist, or here's my tourist side showing out, is that I like the motif of the army. I don't know a whole ton about him.
That's fair, man.
I like how the shit looks. Like, I mean, that's why I play Chaos. That's why I have Chaos stuff. I hardly play anymore, but that's why I have Chaos stuff, is because I just love the motif of it so much.
Yeah. I mean, Chaos looks badass. What first got me into it was actually the design of Khorne, and then also Nurgle, and then I saw some R34 related shit of Slaanesh and Tau for some reason. I don't understand why everybody's so horny on the Taus, but hey, I've seen...
Because it attracts... Because that's the fish communists, and so
oh my god, it's a fucking subversion tactic!
No, it just attracts the Tumblr commies who are super into like the weird DeviantArt shit. God. That's what it is.
I started my art interest on DeviantArt actually.
DeviantArt has some cool stuff on.
Oh yeah, like I loved seeing the art memes and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day when I thought
feet. Yeah.
No, not feet.
Callum's right.
Memes, right?
Oh no, I'm looking at Callum's comment, like hoofed feet. Yeah, I think he's right.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, Callum, cows are useful. Oh Lord. But okay. Yeah, so again, like art memes, artwork, just seeing if they looking at all the stuff that was made before it just became a site for inflation and diaper fetishists.
Jesus. Before we allowed those people out in public. I'm a fan of bringing back public shaming for things, man.
Yeah.
Like shit's gone too far, and the kink shaming needs to stop. So there needs to be some kink shaming.
Yeah.
We got people have proven that they are not to be trusted with the amount of freedom that we've currently allowed them.
I'm just against social media in general, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, as much as Khorne hates magicians, I hate social media.
Yeah,
despite the fucking boons, like I wouldn't have met the Sultan's gang, and I wouldn't have met all of you without it. But
Yeah.
It's one of those things you hate the thing you're addicted to, and like many other people here, I am a bit of an addict for the fucking internet, and I hate it.
Right. Well, I do my best to limit, which I know I've hurt the growth of my channel so severely by not having a fucking Instagram page, by not dumping all my shit onto TikTok, by not, like, I could have a lot more followers, but I first off, I would have to start getting involved with the Zuck again, which I have fucking sworn off. I don't want to give that evil motherfucker any of my data.
The
It's
lizard
bad
man.
enough that I'm given, yeah, and it's bad enough that I'm, in bed with Amazon buying shit and having Prime and everything. So I'm trying my best to limit my exposure to as much social media as possible. I guess, ironically, while running a fucking YouTube channel.
I know, right?
I'm trying to grow that. So
But
it's
it
just
is a small potential path to a sort of freedom if you manage to make it work on YouTube. Or,
in a way, yeah.
or at least until Rumble gets his fucking act together and becomes an actual competitor.
Right. Well, and I am willing to, it's like I said yesterday on the Sultan stream, I'm willing to grant Rumble grace for some of the shitty things that happens. One, because it's still free.
Yeah.
Like, it's still free to sign up. It's still free to, like, host your shit there. And two, like, the reason why YouTube is where it is because they edged out all the competition a long time ago with regulatory help, and they've been allowed to flourish in a vacuum.
Oh yeah.
But now we need to get. So Rumble has not been afforded that, and the fact that they're even getting this far, given that we know there is systemic pressure against alt tech, because Stripe and all those guys, they're all on board with the agenda. So
I wish we could not talk about that shit for once in my life. That is not a is not a hint for you to shut up, by the way. That's just me being so
Yeah.
fucking tired of how this fucking cancer has wormed itself into everything I fucking love.
Yep, I know.
I
It's
swear
like
to God, IDW Transformers, dude.
it's like the
cried.
Red Letter Media guys said. It's
Uh.
like how does it feel growing old enough to watch everything you loved be turned into absolute shit or something like that? Like, yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah, feels
Malbojo vibes. Fucking Malbojo from Spawn.
Spawn. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I preferred.
Yeah.
I only know Spawn through the comic, not the comic, the cartoon series.
I had the first few comics for that for a long time. I bought them. I was a kid when that shit first came out. When Todd McFarlane split out to do his own stuff from Marvel, was really excited. It was like, man, yeah, he's gonna split out and do his own thing. And then Rob Liefeld did Youngblood. He split out, went out to Image and did Youngblood, which was fucking terrible. It was so fucking terrible.
What was Youngblood?
It was like, so it was Rob Liefeld putting out kind of like an X-Men equivalent for Image Comics, for an independent comics company. And it was just fucking awful. Like the writing, and it's not like Rob Liefeld was ever a fucking great artist. He created some really iconic characters, but most of his art is not good. And this followed in line with that.
Great.
Now I want to address what Callum is saying here. BattleTech is still pretty good, and I think BattleTech has spent. Who is it? FASA, the company that owns BattleTech. They have spent so much time in court fighting the Robotech people, fighting all these people trying to maintain their IP.
Yeah.
And and I think like the Warhammer fandom is really devoted, but the BattleTech fandom is fucking fanatical.
Yeah. I haven't gotten into it, and I kind of want to, but there's also a part of me that's just sick and tired because of the infection in it. And I know that if I I would probably like it if I tried though.
Yeah.
Because I've started loving mechs again. There was a point where I just didn't like mechs that much, but now I'm just getting right back into it.
Yeah.
Especially with Overcourt 6, dude. Fucking hell.
Right. Yeah, I played for a little bit and didn't get past the first boss last night because I was just like,
The helicopter?
it's been, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been so long since I've played a game with a controller, and
Don't
I'm
you...
making excuses,
Dude,
but
it works perfectly on the... You can actually... The key bindings are good, and they are few.
are they?
Yeah. I have...
Okay,
My
I
mouse
might try that.
has a 1 to 12... oh,
Oh, a little number pad on the
yeah,
side.
number pad on the side, and I have my
Yeah.
missiles on 1 and 4. My
Nice.
my scanner on 5, my healing pack, my repair packs on 3. It's just, and the rest is just within the regular controlling thing. It's, oh my god, I love that game.
So I tried. I couldn't play Elden Ring with my keyboard and mouse. It was just such a
Yeah.
because the mouse was so sensitive and weird in there. I could never do it. So
Yeah.
I played with a controller on there.
I mean, games
I should
like
maybe
that.
give that a shot.
Yeah, games like that are designed to be played with controller. You will
Totally it
never be able to comfortably, unless you're like a mouse and keyboard god, to play Elden Ring with the mouse and keyboard. And
Yeah.
if anyone here has been able to like finish the game using mouse and keyboard, you have my fucking respect. I
Dude,
tried.
for
I
real.
tried. I fucking tried, and I failed so hard that I embraced the console peasantry and just used the console controller of the Nintendo Switch. And my god,
Snap.
if
Yeah.
I wasn't so fanatically devoted to Legend of Zelda as I am, Elden Ring would be my favorite fantasy game of all time.
But it was so fun. Like, yeah. It was refreshing having like a game that, I don't know, it looked appealing to me. There just hadn't been too many games
Yeah.
that had been super appealing to me for a while.
It's because it was, even though it has everything that made From Software what it is, but it still was new. It was new. It was,
Yeah.
how do I say it? Yeah, Elden Ring is essentially the culmination of everything that From Software was and has been so far. And I'm so looking forward to the expansion, the DLC.
Yeah, the DLC. Yeah, Robert, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're a hero for playing out with keyboard and mouse, and it might just be me.
Yeah.
But man, I had a
Well,
hard time
don't
with
be too
keyboard and
don't
mouse.
be too much on that one.
but,
Robert deserves a salute, but I know him to a certain extent, and if you look up in the book of dictionaries and you look up stubborn, you'll find a picture of Robert. Never in my life have I met a man so stubborn to his opinions as him. And I come from the fucking Sultans. And this is not a jab, Robert. This is a point of respect. But Jesus Christ.
But
he could make a rock blink.
see now, and I think with the cross compatibility of all the games.
Yeah.
Like, first off, I'm a fucking PC master race.
Yeah.
I was a PC master race. I didn't have a console for the longest time, and so like I'm kind of on board with Robert in that if you can't play it with a keyboard and mouse, like don't put it on console, or don't put it on PC. But they've been, they were adapting so many fucking things from console or from PC.
I'm gonna be honest
to put
about
on
this.
console.
I need to be honest about this. Console gives you a posture-wise comfort that keyboard and mouse cannot. When you play keyboard and mouse, you get hunched forward and shit. While you play with a console, you sit in a far more relaxed posture. My shoulders,
that's true.
Like playing a PC game when I have a bad day on my fucking shoulders and neck is torture. However, if I play a game that has good console support, it's far better.
See, I'm the exact opposite of that because of my PC setup. I have a standing PC setup, so I can't slouch at my computer because I can't lean on the desk. I have to stand up and keep my keep my arms supported. I can't rest my hands on my keyboard like that, or else it'll drop my tray.
Oh.
So
looks like my opinion has been invalidated. God damn it.
And so then when I sit down and hold my controller, I'm all hunched over like a fucking gremlin. So it's the opposite for me. This is to ergonomics, but yeah, no, I understand the adding the accessibility to it.
Yeah. Though, to be honest, if it wasn't for Legend of Zelda and Nintendo, I would have been a PC Master Race guy too. Hello, Venice! Welcome to the party! Venice is a really good friend of mine. Hard-working bastard too.
Don?
Oh yeah. Though he has a very car-focused humor in many ways.
So there's a much deeper discussion that we could have here about how basically kind of the degradation of the integrity of gaming in general.
Yeah.
By allowing like the accessibility of cross compatibility is a somewhat degradation of it, but but that is such a that was the PC Master Race vibe right there. That's that's like the
yeah.
I don't.
Again, I started off as a console peasant, so I'm yeah. I'm a console peasant who embraced the PC Master Racing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm one of those guys who's a member of the party, but you know, have the secret of being a part of the opposition for a while before joining.
Got the dirty secret.
Yes.
No, I.
When Crystal Night begins, I shall be the first. Yeah. See.
Now and that's the 100% argument in favor of consoles right there. Like, console games can be better because the developers know exactly what they're developing for. Yes. So they can push the limits of what their system can do to get the best performance. But for PCs, everything has to be generic enough to run on everything.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question for you. You see the tail. You see the tail end here, right?
Yeah.
A question. Do you want this part here to? You want me to try to make it look more ethereal thing, or do you want me to outline it? Because right now I kind of want to try giving this one spikes and then have sort of like something bleed out of it.
I think that would be dope.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, dude, let's do that.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, and also the Nintendo Switch. It's my favorite console of all time because it's small, it's portable, and again, I sit here with a laptop. Portability became my lifestyle.
It's really, you kinda, it's like people count Nintendo out on a lot of that stuff. They're like, oh, they're not part of that console thing. But realistically, they're so far ahead of the game for consoles. Like the Switch, it's such a like a fun. It's good. It's a fucking awesome console. It's an awesome thing to play on. It's really fun to play with.
Yeah.
But and the Wii before that, like the Wii was like, I feel like that really revitalized gaming for a lot of people.
It did, because ever since Xbox and PlayStation got into the great console war, the fucking
like they alienated a broad segment of the population by doing that.
That's when they kind of divided gaming into two, right? And then and then you only had one kind of controller setup, where of course Xbox and PlayStation tried to be, oh, but our version is better, version is better. Dude, you're just switching out the X and the squares and the shapes with numbers, with letters. Right. You're not really doing that much.
Right.
Let's see. What kind of color should we go for here? You have any ideas for colors in this thing?
I'm thinking that.
I'm just
Well,
gonna.
you can put kind of a metallic gradient shine on anything, so I guess it doesn't, like, the color itself is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. That one needs. There's something I need to fix here because it hasn't bleed over. Come on. Ah, there's a sinner. I love this brush. I love this brush, but its messy nature is sometimes a minus on it. There you go. No, that was wrong.
Robert brought up a good point, the
Yep.
consoles and the CDs and shit. Yeah, because really what they've done is it's just more monetizing, right? It's more of monetization by making everything be fucking online so they can.
Definitely. It
So,
kind of started the trend, really.
yeah. Yeah. But then, I do like that the Switch has little cartridge games.
Yeah. Oh, it
that you
goes
can plug
back
into
to
it.
basic in the best of ways, man.
Yeah.
And
I
of
mean,
course, the Switch isn't flawless. By God, it has. Nintendo is afraid of progressing in any sort of way, and as much as I love them, for that, it is also one of their biggest drawbacks because they never really try anything new.
That's true.
Yeah, when it comes to being stuck in the past or stuck in a way, Nintendo is it. But they are progressing in their own way, and that is it's a thing that annoys me about them, but I also kind of like because that means they progress in only their own way, their own rhythm, and it has paid out for them more than it actually has failed them.
Well, I mean, Nintendo is a fucking 100-plus-year-old company.
Yeah.
Like they've been around forever. They've been in a bunch of different industries,
Yep.
And so, like, a company like that knows how to bide their time.
Oh, by the way, do
I
you
think.
know that Nintendo has... sorry, I just had to while I remember this. You know Nintendo also has the rights to Mario porn movies?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they bought it because they found a Mario porn parody. They hated the idea. They bought the rights to it just so they can sit on it and deny that that anything like that will be ever created again.
That's hilarious. Well, that's kind of like, I think there was somebody that they did a Bugs Bunny cartoon, like a Bugs Bunny parody of the Warner Brothers copyright claimed a Bugs Bunny parody where Bugs Bunny was sodomizing somebody or something like that. So when they copyright claimed it, it then became official canon.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And so now it's like official canon somewhere that Bugs Bunny sodomized somebody. Like,
Yeah,
when my
dude,
youngest son
it's
comes
Meat
out
Canyon.
here, he'll tell me the story.
Yeah, Meat
No, it
Canyon.
was Meat Canyon. Yeah, you're right. It was Meat Canyon. Yeah. So they copyright claimed a Meat Canyon video, and suddenly that became so. Like, oh, good job, guys. So at least Nintendo knew to get in front of that shit.
I love when fucking corpos just try to bring down their fucking hammer and it backfires on him. So you had it here. Fucking
Yep.
Warner Bros. Agrees that Bugs Bunny sodomized Elmer Fudd. Oh, jeez.
Hey, that's right. We want to include that in his resume from now on.
Forever.
Oh,
God, that was amazing. And it's like, even Nintendo did a porn parody thing, but they're leaving shit like that the hell alone because Nintendo actually gives a fuck about their IPs.
Well,
no, we are not going to touch this with a fucking 10-foot porn.
Oh, god damn. Yeah, I
I
love seeing
probably
shit blow up
broke
in
a
people's
lot of
faces.
social norms there. I'm sorry, maybe, sort
Oh
of.
no. Oh my god.
Dear Lord.
What's the music in the background, Trym?
Oh, I'm
Ask
going to
Callum.
figure that one right quick. Give me 2 seconds. It is Step On Up, rockin' for decades. Step On Up, rockin' for decades. I am using the royalty-free Epidemic sound. I decided that since I'm going to do streams often, sorry, had something in my throat. Since I'm going to try and do streams a bit more often, I decided why not just get some proper music.
Yeah, there you go.
Costs a fucking $1.50, but still.
See, I just use, like I was saying, I think I was saying before the stream, I've got a friend that does, a guy I work with that does trap beats and stuff, and so I can use that crap for mine.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's not a lot of talking usually going on in my streams. One, because I'm, like, again, I said I'm wearing a mask. Two, because when I'm painting, I kind of zone out and forget to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And so...
Oh, by the way,
like,
speaking of music, after you finish,
yeah, you know.
I gotta mention something.
See, like, you get doing this stuff, like, I'm having a hard time talking.
Oh,
Watching
right.
the process, and it's so interesting.
It's okay, thank you.
But
yeah, I just wanted to point out that
yeah.
Robert Renato on his channel has made a...
It's probably the reason why I'm not going to get in trouble for saying some weird out-of-pocket shit on my stream either, because you won't really be able to make it out.
Nah. It'll be alright either way, as long as you don't get me banned by saying a certain word that starts with...
Oh, God damn it!
Ah, yeah, he doesn't hear me. We return to tech issues.
Discord, I hate you so much.
That explains a few things.
Yeah, it's when I start talking, then all of a sudden it's just dead air.
Yeah, I can hear you though. I can hear you, but it's just that you can't hear me apparently, which is alright.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But yeah, I was about to say that speaking of music and having someone make it, Robert Renato makes a lot of good music, guys. You should check out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should check out his newest one. He got his little Hungarian hands on the Miku, you know, that Japanese auto-tune thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his hands on that and was like, how the hell can I make Warhammer out of this? And he made like Miku sing a fucking Warhammer Mechanica song. It's fucking awesome, dude.
All right. I'm gonna listen to your stuff after this stream, Robert, and I may be hitting you up to see if I can use some of it. Cause I just like putting. I don't know if you heard me or if the stream heard me when I was talking about the guy I work with that does trap beats, and then like the music, talking about the music I use. I like to reach out to people that have that are smaller or whatever that would need exposure or something, but also like I think that smaller people who put out music put a lot more fucking passion into it than and like I'll be the first to admit a lot of the music I use on my stuff is just really blithe junky shit just because that's what my work is. A lot of the time, like, it's just poppy stuff. But I really like to find
come on, dude.
more
Okay,
than just...
okay. You know what? This fucking shit. This isn't fucking junky shit, dude.
Well, yeah. But I like to. Well, I guess I'd like to put interesting music on top of it, so that it's not just the painting.
Yeah.
Like I like to do. I guess I like to make a package out of it.
Yeah.
So.
I do understand that one. I kind of want to try to get music that fits, and that's why I got got some Epidemic sound on here because while I've been allowed by Robert to use a lot of his good music, there's things I draw that doesn't really fit many different moods, as Besic puts it, because he's the one who does the edit, so he's the one who decides the music, and he's a bit He has an opinion about everything, and the annoying fact is Bessic isn't fucking wrong in his opinions either. So I can't really say shit.
Right.
Oh boy.
No, I use Pixabay for a lot of my music too, because there is tons of stuff on there that that's just independent people putting out stuff for just to get exposure.
Yeah.
I found some really good artists on there too. I guess really what it comes down is that I'm fucking cheap and I don't want to pay for music. And so I'll use that as an excuse to promote smaller channels.
I mean, I respect the honesty, dude.
So say, I'm trying to big it up, but really what it is I'm a fucking Jew about it. I'm not gonna.
Oh boy.
Try to church it up, but no, but seriously, like smaller creators, people that are doing music just for the joy of doing music, and because once you start getting paid for something, like as a profession, it does kind of like take the joy out of it.
Yeah.
Which I think necessarily makes it does take some of the art out of your art.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And again,
mean,
maybe that's just me being an idealistic jerk.
When it comes to art, in my opinion, it is extremely heavily based upon mood. I can't just really sit down and draw. If I don't feel it or don't have the groove in it, I can't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Well, and that's what I think that when it starts coming to like corporate art and the art that you work yourself, or that you're like, well, I have to go in and draw this every day kind of stuff, and I think that can get kind of draining.
Yeah.
And when you have to do that, it can kind of lead itself to a bit of just copy and pasting, basically.
Yeah.
You're losing originality.
Pretty much.
Of course, that can be applied to code too. When you're writing code, that can really kind of
learn to code.
Yeah. Instead of reusing, creating a new function, you can just reuse functions.
Yeah.
And that works.
I just need want your opinion on this. Do you want to do something like this? Because I see it from the other side. So this is the original one, right? Flies up.
Right.
But what if we do like this?
That looks. I mean, yeah.
I'm kind of turning your picture upside down here, but mirroring it here. But
so here's the thing: is that I haven't released any videos on my channel. Nobody knows it's upside down. It's just between me and you. This is totally right side up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Fucking, what are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a secret with us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying
you heard
down.
nothing. You did not hear anything of what I just said. You're paranoid. Stop it. Oh, boy.
It's always been that way. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? No, that's shit. Jesus.
Yeah, it was never the other way.
You're crazy,
You're
bro.
crazy.
Yeah. I'm not gaslighting anyone. But yeah, pretty much, Venice, it's all about inspiration, basically. And sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. So it's a little bit fun. God, I've just fallen in love with this fucking brush at this point. It is just good. Yeah. I'm sorry if this is the good point why I like having host whenever I do, because nothing stops me from doing an art stream myself, except for the fact that I can't keep a conversation going as well by just being me here. I kind of need someone to help me fill out the blanks as I just enter full on drawing mode.
Me too. Like that's what I do on mine too. I just kind of zone out, but
Yeah.
that's why, like, if you look at my streams, it's a mess of shit going on.
Yeah.
I've got the cat videos running in the corner, and then I've got an equalizer. I've got all these things to distract, the fellow like ADD short attention span people like myself to try to keep it interesting, at least even when I'm not
Hey, but at
actually
least you're
working or
fucking
talking.
smart enough to use cat videos. I am so technologically inept that I can't even use that life hack, dude.
Oh man.
Else I don't have a fucking cat. Which I have one.
I have so many cat videos.
You have so
It's
many cat
ridiculous.
videos that you would have been a millionaire if you started the internet a while back.
Right. Yeah, I know. If I would have really thought about how profitable it'd be just to follow my fucking cats around with a camera all goddamn day long, I
Oh
maybe
god
would have
damn
done
it!
that
Now I see it. Fucking Venice just punned me.
Victor.
No, no. No. Oh, can't draw out your inspiration, you son of a bitch. Swear to God, I'll beat you when I meet you.
Robert is. Oh my God, Robert, that was brilliant.
Oh, I mean, okay. Let's be honest here. At least he's the only one who gives me the benefit of having a big brain cell. Everyone else is like, haha, soul brain cell.
Yeah.
At least you specified
yeah.
that it's massive.
I've got a bunch of them, but they're all covered in spray paint, so they can't do anything.
they're choked out.
They're all calcified, covered up with enamel and acrylic. It's not doing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's see. At least you're not hoofing it.
My boys got up here, so you might hear some talking in the background, but this should be okay.
Callum, I don't really have a Discord, but since I'm a member of the Sultans, you can just drop them. Drop them in the Sultans Discord, and you can at both me and Fat Dave, and we'll give it a look-see. You can put them in the art wall. They should be easily viewable there. There we go. Sultans for all your political blackpilling needs, which we do not talk about here. Dear God.
Yeah.
I
Dude, I seriously, when we were talking about that Lucy Letby shit, man,
oh God, no.
Because I try not to drink that much, but I went and fixed myself a drink when we were talking about that stuff because it's so grim.
I don't even want to talk about it now, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah,
that killed me.
We're gonna skip that.
Yeah, that fucking.
We're gonna skip that.
That fucking killed me so bad. Oh.
But that was super fun being on there. I appreciate you guys having me on there.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you're it was fun to have you on.
Yeah, I know I have a tendency to kind of blather sometimes, so.
Wow, it's almost as if that's what we bring you on. I mean, there's no point in having a podcast or a live stream if the people don't talk. And you're always good at finding a conversation point. And also, it's good to just find someone I can nerd out with, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, I can.
You know, the best part is the partial inspiration for this thing. I don't know, if you've seen the series Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, you probably can recognize traits of it here. The Season 3 villain.
It's so crazy. You know what's funny is like, because I watched a lot of those shows with my older kids.
Yeah.
And most of the people I talk to are more closer to my older kids' age, which is kind of funny. Because I relate like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh yeah.
And like, well, like I bet like Beast Wars. You watched Beast Wars when you were probably a kid.
Dude.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Oh,
I watched Beast Wars in my late 20s.
Bro, best fucking Transformers series ever.
Dude, I 100% agree. I think that was one of the best ones they ever did.
Yeah. It had so much quality, and it's so well hidden in the whole cartoony thing, but suddenly, after the second season, it's like, okay guys, let's dial this shit up.
Yeah.
Dialed it to 11 and threw away the fucking dial.
I really liked the art style at the time too, because
Oh
I
yeah.
thought it was new and cool and like. But it also they had that Starship Troopers cartoon that had kind of.
Yes.
Oh fuck, I loved that, and they
Oh
never did finish it.
well, actually,
I
nah. They
oh, did
stopped.
they? Oh
Yeah, they stopped after their home front campaign, and then it got canned.
yeah, yeah. It was like I was. Yeah, I loved that show. In fact, that makes me want to go download that show again and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roughneck Chronicles. It was so fucking good.
Holy shit! Like, oh, do you have a favorite campaign? Because each
Uh,
season was essentially divided into campaigns, right?
right,
So,
dude. I would have to rewatch it to know. I really liked. I remember the Clendathu campaign was fucking really cool. But they were all. I mean, just the whole series was so dope.
Yeah, the best ones were the
So.
Tophet and the Clendathu campaign. Tophet was the one. I think Tophet is the third one.
Which one is that one?
The
What
first
what
one
are
is
they? That's
Pluto, right? Then you have
yeah, that's the ice one. Okay.
yeah, and then you have Zegema Beach.
Yeah, Stegma Beach.
I think Tophet is the one, you know, with the planet with the methane gas atmosphere. That's when they found
So
the
they're
skinnies, right?
yeah. Dude, okay.
Let's see.
Easy to. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up after this. That's another thing. Like I have to keep notes on all the shit that I need to look up after
Yeah.
this.
Your audio dropped a little bit.
Got
No,
did it drop out? Can you
no,
still
no,
hear
not
me?
drop out. You became a bit more quiet.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something here. I just love the brushes here. The Jassa brushes. Holy shit. The construction pencil just. I love it.
It does give a cool texture.
Yeah. Gets a little bit of that old cartoony style, and I'm all for that shit. Kind of like 80s rock covers, album covers. Yeah, it looks better when it comes like this against instead of this.
I think so.
Just changes the whole fucking thing. Let's see. Yeah, Hyporia, that's the Sigma B. Wait, Sigma Beach is after? Huh. Yeah, Big K.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
because they had a skinny guy with them on the beach.
Yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
Shit, they
So.
did. Fuck, I can't believe I forgot that. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, the entire journey of the former colonel. Goddamn, what was his name?
Raycheck?
Raycheck?
No. Not
No,
the
that's
colonel.
the lieutenant. I'm
that's
talking about the
yeah.
alien.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember his name.
The
skinny
one,
guy.
the one whom the sergeant, the bus guy got along with really well. They just started
Yeah,
bonding
yeah.
so fucking well. They were so cute together.
Uranus.
Ha ha ha, Little Green. Little Green, Martian, dude. You Martians gotta stop being so racist towards the Uranians. The trolls at Trym's art check do not notice. Oh lord, good times. Let's see. Tapai. Yeah, Tapai. There you go. Colonel Tapai. That's when the brain bugs came in the story, and the fucking.
Oh
Damn,
man,
was...
it's just making me want to go back and rewatch it again.
Hell, I hope the YouTube channel I watched still has it. Yeah, was it, dude? Was it the same guys who made the Max Steel cartoon?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch that one.
Max Steel was basically like, you know how Action Man was a thing? Max Steel was basically the Digimon to Action Man's Pokemon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It was just about this one guy who had this cool wrist thing that controlled a bunch of nanobots in his blood system. It's fucking cool. And he fought this one cyborg dude with a giant metal arm and a metal face called Psycho. but he would always rip his face off, and they would call him Smiley, and he would get pissed off.
Fucking Christ.
Don't call me Smiley. And that dude, he had the Murdoch effect from MacGyver, where he would constantly, pretty fucking gruesomely sometimes, die on screen, but always reappear. The dude would never fucking die. I mean, he's been left in a volcano, shot out in space. I think he also was covered in some kind of weird rust fungus that yet he still came back some way.
Wild.
Oh yeah.
There were so many. It's kind of a tragedy that like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and all those things have gone by the wayside and really just died.
Yeah. You know the best part
We'll
is
never.
these were all cartoons made to sell toys. I think that's the main selling point. Make the fucking toy commercials again.
Right? Yeah, right. Like unironically, I guess, make the fucking Saturday morning cartoons corporate again.
Yeah.
Pick some shit out of it. Just try to sell toys and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, of course you do get some hit and misses, as in Transformers the movie when decided to off Optimus Prime. But Jesus Christ, that was such a cool fucking. That's one of my favorite anime movies of all time.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about the new ones, and I'm like, I don't consider.
There are no new Transformers cartoon. We haven't had a new Transformers cartoon since fucking Transformers Prime. And anyone saying anything else are wrong and should be disgusted with themselves. The Bayformers is the Bayformers is
Steven Universe.
Yeah, but here's the disgusting part. Bayformers is an improvement to the shit we're getting now, like Earthspark. Holy shit.
They haven't made Transformers properties for nearly a generation, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. Like,
I think Beast Wars is probably one of the last things that I would actually consider. And you know, I'm not even like super vested in the canon of the Transformers universe, but I would say Beast Wars is the last thing that I watched that I really looked at and thought, "Wow, this fucking feels like Transformers."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was with it a lot more. There was this one series called Transformers Animated, made by the same guys who made Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, which I was a big fan of as a kid. And they made Transformers Animated, which honestly started off a bit soft, but then it got really fucking good. And honestly, Transformers Animated is the ultimate Transformers reference cartoon. And it also had real effort in making some good fucking figures too.
Yeah. That was back when when cartoons were allowed to have action and not just sarcastic, ironic humor.
Well, Transformers Prime was the last in there because holy shit, the people who made Transformers Prime, again, the guys who made Transformers Prime, they made a fair few mistakes, but they did well. They did well in the grander scheme of things. Because they let the Decepticons be evil.
Right.
The newer shit, they're trying to fucking... I mean, the biggest mistake is trying to humanize Optimus Prime. But now they're trying to fucking humanize the Decepticons, dude.
Like, why even? What is the necessity for that? Why even do that?
Because there are no real villains anymore, except for...
They're big evil fucking robots that want to eliminate all organic life. Like, how do you humanize that? How do you make that good guy? I don't fucking... Why? Why do you need to make that a good guy? I guess that's the... well, I guess that leads into a broader discussion about, like, why the constant need to fight against the good-bad dichotomy of things.
Yeah, the best stories are the ones where you have a villain and a bad guy to fight. You can make a very compelling villain to have a reason for doing what they do, but in the end, it's got to be clear that they are evil. They're bad guys because they're genuinely fucking evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like that, the obsession with the 5e, stuff. Like, what's the problem with there being a race of people that are actually evil?
God.
Right? Like, there's a race, and they're not evil unto themselves. They just hate everybody else. Like, that's not unrealistic to have, and it's not, and yeah, it's a species. It's not like they're fucking,
Are you talking
like, they're a
about
race in the most,
are you talking about
like,
every new D&D race, or are you talking about
yes.
Decepticon still?
No, D&D, but
Yeah.
you know, it's the same thing. It's that same impetus that is like, oh well, you know, just because tieflings are related to devils doesn't make them evil. It's like, bitch, what the fuck is a devil? Like, they're
Here.
creatures from hell.
And here's the
That
best
kind of
one.
inherently makes them fucking evil. I don't understand why. Okay,
And here's the
whatever.
best one.
You know?
Hey, guys, orcs aren't black people. Excuse me, what?
Like, not, yeah, no shit.
What the hell are you talking about? They're orcs,
Yeah.
you dumbass.
Yep, you're right. Callum,
Fucking tourists.
Callum called it. Destroying the concept of good and evil makes it easier for people to just arbitrarily be told what good and evil is by the people actually perpetrating evil.
Yeah. Again,
So,
I'm just gonna cite J.R.R. Tolkien here. Evil cannot create; they can only corrupt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I had something else I was gonna say and I totally spaced
Oh,
it.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry for constantly
Okay.
fucking
Shit.
interrupting all the time.
No shit. No, that's not your fault. That's my addled brain.
Brain, the fuck is that?
Yeah, right. I'm just sorry. I'm really into watching this
Thank you.
the shading here. It's really cool. I really do. I like the way this is. I love this concept. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, this is a sun, right? Because light is coming from this, so if
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking I need to do something here afterwards. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try doing it now, actually. This is gonna be a bit of a risk. There we go. Because this way I can do a few life hacks. I say, hopefully.
No, that's one of the reasons why I like the 40k orcs so much.
Yeah.
It's because, like, you could say, oh well, I mean, they're not really evil per se.
No.
They just want to fight constantly. And if you say, well, they're just a race of, how can you have a race of people focused on that? Well, it's because they're fucking mushrooms.
Yes.
And killing makes more mushrooms.
And they're not
and more
humans.
mushrooms means more fighting.
Yes, and
And
they're
more
not
fighting
fucking
means more.
human.
Yeah, and they're not humans in any way, shape, or form. They're not an analog to humans in any way, shape, or form.
Unless you're absolutely brainwashed by a bunch of unmentionable words I can't use here on YouTube, because then fucking Susan's
that's always
Indian
been-
prodigy would get angry at me.
So when I was a kid, I watched the Satanic Panic happen. I watched the D. Schneider talking to Congress things happen in real time, right? Like the PMRC freaking out about music, freaking out about Dungeons and Dragons, freaking out about everything, and trying to paint everything as evil and satanic. And it's an incursion of, you know,
Yeah.
shitty tourists into your fandom or whatever.
Yeah, the first was the right-wing tourist, then came the fucking left-wing tourist. In a hobby where people just want to be left the fuck alone.
Right. I mean, it's the thing is, it's a hobby that's supposed to distract you from that shit. But again, you know, like, we're gonna get into more. We're gonna get into more talk about how it's gonna start getting political again.
Yeah, we talked about this on a podcast. Yeah, like,
Right.
oh, we're not political. Gets into politics because everything is.
All right, it's because it's intruding on my hobbies and my fandom and everything I love.
Yeah. Cancer. Just a cancer.
Yeah. But yeah, LGM's right. Like, orcs are the only race that genuinely enjoy themselves. And we were doing a Blood Bowl league for a while, me and my friends were. And I have a Nurgle team. And my buddy was playing the orcs, but it's kind of the, and I don't know how familiar you are with the Blood Bowl stuff
Not really big
for
on it because I'm
40K.
not much of a football guy, sadly. So.
So I mean, I'm not a football guy either, but guys killing each other over a ball is hilarious to me.
Of course.
And so the way it started is they found the Book of Nuffle, and
Okay.
they've been using the Book of Nuffle, which is the NFL rule book. And so they use that to recreate like the NFL, in a 40K style thing, and so that's that's the Blood Bowl.
Oh god, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's way more interesting than actual football.
Definitely, I'd fucking be all over that shit. It was like, how about we just take death row convicts and throw on the fucking football field?
Dude, the quicker we can turn this shit into a Running Man style-esque, that's where we're headed. Let's not pretend. We all know it's really where we're headed. Televised
Yeah, dude, you cut out, by the way.
God damn it!
Okay, I'm back. Had to hit that soundboard.
Yeah, technology is not your friend.
Dude, it's it's just my internet.
Might be. I mean, only you have this fucking issue. Except when, of course, poor Second Plague ends up getting yeeted every time somebody uses soundboard.
Right. Well, no, I drop when I hit that. God damn it! It's because I do it when I drop because I'm gonna come back in.
Yeah.
So let me ask. Hey, Hiram. For your Discord, does it cut out on you randomly? No.
Rarely, but
Not-
right now it sounds like you're leaning away from the microphone.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I was asking my son.
Oh, okay.
Because we're on the same internet, and it did it to me when I work on. It did it to me when I was working on his computer.
Oh.
And so, what I always say is that that's when my CIA handler's uploading all my data, or my Chinese spies uploading all my data. That's when I cut out.
Hey, what makes you think he's the
So-
same person, huh?
Right. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. For every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he's working for the CIA. For
Right.
every Tuesday and Thursday, he's working for the Chinese.
They're all sharing data.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, it's effectively the same thing at this point. Gotta load those black pills back up.
Yeah.
But,
Ooh. Nah, it's good jokes. It's just banter. Susan, it's a joke.
Man.
Maybe.
I like that brush is cool. That texture brush is really
Yeah,
cool.
it's this one, construction pencil. I just love how it looks, man. And ink dirty. I'm one of those guys who I like to have a variety of tools, but the smaller the tools, the more versatile the tools are, as long as it feels right to me. That's all I
Right.
care about, the feeling of doing it. Damn it. The
So
feeling
let
of
me
work.
ask you, we'll take this in a different direction and try to get away from all the fucking depressing politics shit.
Thank
So, do you only work in digital, or do you do any physical medium stuff?
I do physical every now and then, but I don't do as much physical as I should, but I do
Yeah.
sometimes just start sketching on paper and do it for funsies.
So you just prefer pen and paper or pencil and paper to draw and stuff? You're not like cracking
Yeah,
out a
the
canvas
reason
and-
why I love using this one is because this and the other ink brush are the closest to getting the pen and paper feel. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
using the iPad and not other, like the different drawing pads on computer, which are far superior than Procreate and other things. But this is the closest middleman to the pen and paper thing as possible, and this is good enough for my brain to get that little tingle.
Right on. And you've got a drawing. I mean, you're actually got to draw a stylus you're drawing with and all that stuff
Yes.
too. So, so it's effectively like, yeah, it is drawing with pen and paper effectively.
Yeah, that was actually the main thing, and I was even considering buying one of these plastic covers, which had a paper-like feel to it, but I didn't this time. But when the day comes when I have to put this one away, I will invest in one that has that feel to it.
Yeah.
Because again, it's more of the feel in my hand when I use something, and not always the results that matters the most to me.
So you're drawing directly on your screen then too.
Yes, I am.
Because and it's really cool how they've come so far with that. My buddy, I have a buddy that I went to school. I've known him since I was 4th grade, but he has an art degree and he got a stylus for PC way back in the day. But it wasn't like drawn on, you drew separately.
Yeah.
So it's like you're watching what you're doing on screen while drawn on a pad, which seems a little.
I tried the Wacom. I tried the Wacom styluses and shit like that, and it was so wrong. It was wrong. It was just wrong. I couldn't. I tried. Dear Lord, I tried, but I couldn't.
Yeah. It seems like it would be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it just didn't go well in my brain, dude. I tried. I really fucking tried.
Have you ever tried doing like sculpture or anything like that?
Yeah, I did, but it didn't quite go the way I wanted it to.
I guess I should ask. Do you have formal training or anything like that? Did you go to school or?
No, I haven't been on any form of art school. Probably why my political. What? That's just a local joke. Sorry. No, I had a few months where I'm gonna give you a bit of a background story here, basically. Before I went into the school for chefs and bakers, I went to the school of becoming a possible male nurse or a helper within the health sector, right?
Yeah.
But because I was the only guy in the class who wasn't physically handicapped or mentally handicapped, believe it or not, I know that's hard for some to believe, despite my track record, but just saying, legally not retarded. Basic. Anyway, I was taken outside halfway through my year at that class and told that I was far too aggressive to fit within this line of work.
Look, we don't think you have a very good bedside manner.
No. I mean, yeah, I did have some issues with my temper, but nothing worse than what the I mean, there were fucking of the girls in there. There were some of them that was fucking way worse than me, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well, you know what the thing is, dude, is a girl can get away with being a lot shittier than a guy can.
Yeah.
Like for 2 reasons. One, generally because women get a pass, but then 2, also like nobody's super afraid of a woman attacking them.
Nope.
I
mean, if she has a knife, that can be really scary, but
Yeah. But I mean, it's that implied threat of physical violence that really makes aggression from men seem more threatening.
Yeah, but the thing is, I wasn't that aggressive. I'm pretty damn certain. And all other people I went to just said no. I was just a fucking angsty late teenager. Still hadn't quite found out what the fuck to do with my life, right? But anyway, that's not neither here nor there. The point is, I was too aggressive, so instead of spending, we had like these. Each week we had a day of the week where we went to an actual place to work. We called it utplacering. Basically, when
when
work
study.
Yeah, work study. When students go to workplace within the area they're educating themselves within, and I weren't allowed to actually go and search for a place to get a job, to try it for work. I was too aggressive, apparently. And but I wasn't allowed to try out. I didn't know if I was too aggressive because I never was allowed to try myself out.
Never got a chance to figure it out.
Exactly. I didn't even get a chance to fucking do anything. No, no, you're too aggressive. I don't want you there. Her fucking words stuck with me for fucking ever. Anyway, and yeah, that helped my fucking aggression. Let's put it like that. And she then wanted me to go to the classes for fuck, what's it called again?
Anchor management.
No, it's
Oh
called
no.
no, none of that shit. That
Okay.
almost went too far.
That would have been hilarious.
I mean, I guess she probably wanted me to, but it's most likely because I was a dude in a woman's fucking work field. She was a little bit of them. They're feminists, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the.
hell, if the reaction from my old folks were not really just happy with it, but fuck it, I already lost my will to continue. I just finished the year and just went over to something else.
Right.
But the design factor, they wanted me to go to design class, right? So I just sat there and didn't really do anything. I just drew. That's all I did. And then I met some people who were like, yeah, you can try this and this. And I was like half a year of listening to other students who are not even fully educated. So that's the closest thing I got to school. The rest have been through listening to friends who are more artistically gifted and YouTube videos. And lately, I've gotten a lot of inspiration and a lot of help through first Besic, and then a lot of out of Robert Renato. He's the one who actually helped me get these brushes. So thank you, Robert.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah, good boy right there. Give him head pats.
You know, that's one of the things I like about doing. I guess it's not. I don't have to put out videos, but it really does attract people that are helpful and cool and have a lot of interesting knowledge, and so like people you wouldn't have interacted with normally.
Exactly. One of the few bonuses or positives about the modern world is how you can find some interesting people.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like, well, and that was one of the good things about the pandemic.
Yeah.
I guess is that it forced people. I don't even say good, but that's one of the positive things that came out of it was, like I had talked to a lot of people before that. Actually, I started playing World of Warcraft like before, somewhat like a year before the pandemic shit happened or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I got to know a lot of people through that, and so, and through the course of the pandemic, we were kind of forced to talk and hang out and actually get to know people more. And I ended up making some really good friends out of that. People that I still talk to now, people that I've talked to since I left the game, quite a few. And so that was one of the positive things. And then also, I started spending more time on Discords and shit. And so then I started hanging out more in the Sultan's Discord when that started. I was, but then I found you guys because of the Lotus Eaters.
Yeah.
Like I started listening to, I mean, I wouldn't say it was one of the first, but like I've been a supporter of that site since it started. So it's before they started doing since before they started doing the podcast.
Yeah.
And really, it's just because I've always enjoyed Sargon's work. I've always really appreciated his point of view on things, and that he was willing to, he never had a sponsorship.
No.
Which I always thought was really cool. And it does kind of bother me to see those in the Lotus Eaters, but I understand it's just a matter of necessity. It's something they have.
Yeah, I can't fault them too much, but I'm not really big on the Lotus Eaters anymore.
I haven't. So I used to get up and listen to it religiously. It was like my morning routine.
Yeah.
I would listen to them when I was getting ready every day, and then I would start my day basically, start work right after, because my morning meetings at work generally started. Like it ran from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here
Yeah.
in my time zone. And so that's when I would get ready, and then my morning meetings would start generally at like 7 or 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would listen to the bulk of the podcast, and then the comments and everything, and all that shit. But then I started that's how I found you guys. Was they said something about, I can't even remember who it was.
I think it was.
Someone,
Oh, it was during the video call, and me and Besek started brought a lot of people from one of the first Zoom calls together.
yeah,
It's like, hey
yeah,
guys, if you want to keep chatting, it's like, oh shit. And then we started talking, kept hanging out, talking shit, and
yep.
then Toste he just said, hey, I have a Discord server. You guys want to hang out? Fuck yeah. And essentially that's
Oh,
what created the Sultans. Then we started talking, chatting. Me and Bess are like, hey guys, how about we fucking try a podcast? Like, fuck yeah, dude.
yeah,
And the rest is history.
yeah. That's really cool. And yeah, that's how I found your Discord. That's how I found you guys.
Yeah.
Just through them.
Because we started doing like these videos, and I thought it were kind of fun. Doing a lot of memes and a lot of jokes. I like that.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's just I don't know. Either I grew away from the Lotus Eaters, or Lotus Eaters grew away from me. They just doesn't hit me the same way anymore. I still respect them for what they do, but there's just something missing, man. Sadly.
I don't have much of a problem with, like, Leo I hated Leo.
Fucking.
Leo was such a fucking tool. Like, he always had this like mid-wit fucking take on shit, and it was just me. I think he always had
we weren't a big fan
because
of
of his
Leo
exposure. His exposure to the entertainment industry made him have a lot of those residual beliefs. And so it made some of his other things, some of the other points that he made, ring kind of fucking hollow. Because it's like, well, you don't actually know what you're talking about.
Nah, but he was really keen talking about how he would nail Blair White, though. So I guess happy getting out the closet day, Leo.
And his fucking dad's gun.
I get it. You like your daddy's gun, dude.
Yeah. Like, we get it. You don't understand American gun laws. We get it.
My dad has a gun that's banned in America.
Yeah. And then we got Connor.
Oh god.
Who actually didn't. Yeah, he's just too.
He's trying too hard, dude. He's one of those.
He's too posh.
Yeah.
He's too much of a prat to me. It seems like just.
Yeah.
He just reeks of that like snotty fucking I'm better than you.
And also he's one of the his so-called Christianity doesn't really convince me. He's one of those people who seem to have a lot of regrets for his past for something he did, so he's trying to overcompensate. And now that he found that he can use this as a cudgel against people, he is more than happy to do so.
Yeah, he likes to bang along about his fucking Catholic shit too much. Sometimes, whatever.
He's too young. I guess when he has grown up more, he will become a pretty decent person. But until then, he's got a fucking journey ahead of him.
That was one of the things that struck me about when that podcast came out. And like, I love Callum because Callum seems to be a lot older than, like, he doesn't seem frivolous.
No, but that's the thing about Callum. He is legitimate, and honestly, the guy whom I am, to me now, one of the best ideas with that Carl has, was that he let Callum start to become more of a main host. And before I was a little bit, Carl was more and more leaving, and at least Callum could fill the shoes of Carl, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, Carl and Callum, right? LGM's right. Carl and Callum were the best duo.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed watching them the most. seem to have the best chemistry.
Yep.
So yeah, it was, but like everything, you know, they just had to adapt their business model to what works best for them.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm not in the comments section because I don't watch. I still have a membership because I still pay them. I still support them because I support what they do. But I don't know what the comments on it are like anymore. So I know that when I was in there before and Leo would say something, there'd be a lot of comments about Leo being a fucking retard.
Yeah.
A lot of them, like, at least one of them were mine. But I don't know how much appeal. Like I don't know how popular the podcast is now.
Nah.
You know.
Me neither.
So because I don't watch it anymore. And again, you know, it's not. It's, I think what you said. It's like, maybe I've just kind of outgrown it a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish them the
do
best
watch
though. I don't hate them. They're still pretty damn good,
Yeah.
and they do a good job. It's just they're not my thing anymore. And
Yeah.
while I wish them the best, I sorely fucking wish they could do better.
I like Harry too. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion, but I did like Harry. I don't mind watching Harry.
Yeah, I think I don't quite. It's been so long I can't really put a face to the names anymore. But yeah, I do think Harry was cool. Yeah.
I catch him on. I just watch the restreams on YouTube now.
Yeah.
So occasionally, I can curate my segments a lot better. That way, I can just. Yeah, Harry and Callum have good chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah, he's that soft-spoken guy, right? But he's also kind of funny. And the guy who used to be on that band who got thrown out by his own fucking bandmates.
Yeah, that was Harry, I think.
Yeah. Oh man, I feel for that dude. He did not deserve what he got.
Oh. Dude, it's yeah, it's insane. We're gonna start talking about politics again. So, I'm gonna change the subject.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll take this time to shill a couple of channels that I like.
Do it.
A couple of art channels I like. Again, and I think I've mentioned this in every stream I'm in. One of the channels I really like, and she just put out a video today talking about. Let me try to get a tab. All right, I'm gonna pull up a link, throw a link to her channel. But the channel's called Banny's Artistry.
Okay. Go ahead.
And let me find it.
I did give you the shill powers, right?
Yeah. There it is.
Awesome.
So I'll throw a link to her channel. This was the there we go. Too many damn tabs. There are 3 screens and like 2 browsers and like 100 tabs on each one. Anyhow, so this is the video she put out today. She just does really basic, like, it's not basic because she does art tutorials and she does watercolor, she does acrylic, she does a lot of stuff. Her art style is really cool, and she does a lot of really great work.
Nice.
So she's one of she's somebody I think people should go check out. Another one is Spray Paint Patty. Her channel, that's her channel name. It's Patricia Annabelli. And she does just amazing. She does spray paint stuff, and she does all sorts of artwork too. But her channel's focused mainly on spray paint stuff.
Yeah.
But she's amazing, and she does a lot of like etching into her painting, so taking and scrubbing and scratching designs and stuff into it.
Yeah.
And she has a really awesome workspace, so it allows her to do some really cool things. So if you like watching art content, those are 2 people that I would really like to recommend. They're smaller channels, are really under, like, yeah, It's the algorithm.
Yeah. I
It's just
wish.
like you. Undersubbed. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
go give these people some love, man.
Go check those people out if you want. If you want to check out some art content, they both have really cool shit,
Yeah.
and they both do shorts and
Good.
stuff. So,
Let's see.
which almost seems like it's like almost a necessity to have to do for most channels anymore.
Yeah.
But then also,
gotta spread the love a bit.
right. That's what YouTube is going, man. They're trying to turn into a fucking TikTok clone.
Try to turn to fucking
Oh.
cancer. Hate it.
Well, it's too late for that. Can you imagine how different the world would be if YouTube would have just told the advertisers that freaked out during the adpocalypse to get fucked?
Or just grow
If they
a
would have
pair.
just said, yeah, if they would have just said, hey, you know what? If you think that's a problem, don't advertise with us. We're the biggest platform there is.
Yeah, but instead.
Where else are you gonna go?
But the problem
know?
is that Google is like, but this place is it gives no value. So if we lose the advertisers, we will lose everything.
Yep. They're all part of the same
Yeah,
gross ecosystem.
they are.
So,
Again, cancer. Hate them with a bloody passion. And if that's
Yeah.
hate speech, then go fuck yourself. Let's see.
Oh man. Man, so the CEO of my company came into town this week
Okay.
and just dropped into my office randomly. And I don't work. We're a pretty big company, but we're employee owned. We're all employee owned.
Okay.
And so he came in and was just stopped by the office to say hi and just chit chat for a bit. And so I stopped, talked to him for a little bit. He came into town. He flew in from Minnesota to come to a guy's funeral, that one of the dudes that works here. So he was going to the guy's dad's funeral.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, that's cool.
That's
like,
the kind of bosses
that-
we want.
Right, exactly. It's like, that's the kind of dude that, like, he's not just saying he cares, he's proving he cares by
Yeah.
coming out and showing support.
Those are the kind of leaders you actually want to work for.
Right. Yeah, so that was kind of a cool experience that happened this week. The dude who I'd only previously seen on emails.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I recognize you. You're the guy that tells me that I'm gonna get a bonus this quarter.
Boy.
So, yeah.
Let's see. I'm at a little bit of a pass here now because this is the creature getting close to finished.
Yes.
Holy shit! How long are we going for?
We've only been going for like an hour and a half. We haven't been going for that long, really.
Damn. This is
Yeah, you can bang this out.
fucking hell.
So,
haven't
what are you gonna do with the mouth?
That is the thing. I am having many ideas right now, and
Yeah.
some can be good, some can be bad. Like using the nebula. Shit, not quite there.
Oh,
Let's see if I can do this.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many potentials here, right? Right?
That makes me think of like the Star Trek episode where it had that big giant
Yeah,
planet-eating space machine. Oh yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
exactly. It's kind of the. Well, this is a conglomeration of Unicron, the Skeleton King worm, and the World
Yeah.
Destroyer engine.
Yeah,
I am just
Yeah,
trying.
that's
to
dope.
I'm trying and seeing what fits because I like the nebula brush here. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you can already see why, right?
Yeah,
A
right.
whole nebula and right, something like this.
Yeah, that's cool. So I got another question for you here, just randomly.
Okay.
So what do you think of the the proliferation of AI art? What do you think about that?
I used to have a very negative view of them until my dear friend Robert Renato convinced me otherwise. Because one of the things I was worrying about, which happened in the beginning but now gladly has stopped happening, is people pretending that they have made the AI art. And you can't copyright AI art. However, it's sort of like how I view AI in general now. It is a tool. Because
Yes.
some AI stuff can be cool alone, like some artists can make cool stuff, but imagine if artists use AI as a imagine if an oh, I'm getting pinged.
Right.
Imagine if AI is being used to create a sketch, right?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But I'm finding just looking at some of the queries and stuff, or looking at how people are doing queries on or constructing the queries to get what you want out of Midjourney, to get what you want out of those AI engines is almost an art in itself.
Yeah, me and Renato has spent several days, like, well, not several days, but many days where we've spent hours just being like, okay, I want you to try to get this out of this AI, and he just
Right.
tries his best to work it out. And we started like, I want to see, try do super battle droids from Star Wars, and instead we got like several fucking cool robot designs, a few of whom I've actually saved, and
Yeah.
that I intend to actually try to do make sketch out of here, and try to make it my own. Because AI nowadays, I view AI more as a tool than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like that's kind of how I think about it. Like I feel I like I understand people being upset that the algorithm or that the AI tools are scraping original artwork and using styles and shit like that, blah blah blah. But that's really what artists are doing too.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
the
your
thing
art
that
style is a
sold me,
collaboration
the
or a
thing that
conglomeration
sold
of
me
everything you like.
and brought me out of the hate loop against AI is when Robert was being really harsh on that, because he's really been tough on me because I don't use many references, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has a point, and that's how he actually views it. AIs are a sketch and a reference tool you can use. It's
Yeah.
that's how he basically just told me, and I'm like, huh, okay, so it doesn't work like that, but it works like this. Yes, he says, exasperated and at the point of tears.
Right. Well, I bet there were people that freaked out when ballpoint pens were created.
Yeah.
Like it's every new technological advancement has people that are going to they have their detractors, and everybody has
Yeah.
it's really easy to see the downside in change that people don't feel is warranted.
Because change is always scary, and I am part of that group too, because I don't like change, but
Yeah.
in many times I still utilize the things that are part of the whole change.
Yeah.
I will follow it eventually. We all do. It's just like with certain technologies that are being rejected. In the end, even the things I hate will become popular, because
Yeah.
in the end, it's just all about how you manage to work out the kinks and make it marketable.
Yep. Yeah. Like Callum says, there's good things and there's bad. There's good change and there's bad change.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, and ostensibly, a free and open market is what allows those forces to. It's what allows the cream to rise to the crop, right, or to the top, right?
Yeah.
It's what allows the best things to thrive is a free and open market, which is just absolutely not what we have right now.
Nope.
So that's the main problem with too much or too little regulation.
Yeah. I mean,
So
regulation is a good thing when it's used against the forces that needs it.
right.
At least that's my
Yeah.
opinion so far. I am not really much of a whole tax thing, despite being Norwegian. Weird, I know, right? But words. I'm not good with words. Too much of a thing. Taxes were useful when there was an agreement of how they would be applied. But right now, it's not being really used for the purpose they were made for.
Oh, hey. Got my friend Alex in the chat here.
Hey, hello, Alex.
Alex is one of those dudes that is kind of like I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That like I met him online. I met him through World of Warcraft, and then we eventually have just like we've become very good friends. So
Yeah.
Alex, he's one of my best friends. Totally love the guy. So
Hello, man.
I'm glad that I'm glad he showed up. So,
Welcome
and
to the
he is
stream, man.
correct. He's been telling me forever. He's like, man, yeah, big monster on top of that would look really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Let's see, I'm gonna try. I'm fucking around a bit here. Fucking around to find out.
Yeah, taxes. That's crazy. That's just 60% tax is just crazy.
Yeah, that should be fucking illegal, man.
Like, especially since, yeah, we're gonna get on a tax thing here. Just
I hate it, but
start getting out into the fucking how awful taxes is again. But no, that's not. But yeah, well, back to AI.
yeah.
AI and regulation. All tools are useful if they're used correctly and in moderation.
Yes.
A hammer's a great tool, but it's not awesome to put in a screw.
No.
Vice versa, you know. So
I've tried it. Doesn't work.
So I think I'm really interested to see what the impact that like AI voice generation, AI, you know, we've effectively come to a point where we don't need new artists for anything. We don't necessarily like how new culture doesn't necessarily need to be created organically.
No.
It can just be created by AI, which is
Pretty much. And
super unfortunate.
it can be a good or a bad thing depending on how it is created.
Right. Like, just imagine when they create the first AI, like, super pop star.
Ugh.
Like, the first pop song.
They have
that
already done
is-
that. It's called Hatsune Miku.
Well, okay, so let's say the first Billboard 100 in America, because we all know that's the real.
There you go.
I mean, if oh, no, they're having planes going over the top here again.
How dare the planes? How dare
Wild.
they?
Well, there was an air show here the other day, and so like I think I talked about that during the Sultans. We had the Blue Angels flying over, or no, that was during my Conan
Yeah.
campaign. Yesterday was a long friggin' day.
Was it?
Well, yeah, I did the Cult Sultans, and then I did the Conan stuff, and then I took a nap. So,
Nice.
it wasn't a rough day, but it was a long day.
Yeah. I mean, they can
Right.
be good. They can be good day as well.
Right, we can have John Hurt act in every movie. You know,
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like-
Fucking.
every movie can star John Hurt and Gary Oldman.
Let's be honest. John Hurt is the British Optimus Prime, in my opinion.
Yeah. Or Burgess Meredith, and I love that guy too.
Yeah.
I
John Hurt. One thing I want to point out. John Hurt, one of the shortest runs as the Doctor, but fuck me if he wasn't one of the greatest.
I never watched that season.
It was actually the final movie of the series.
Oh, really?
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I didn't watch that.
It was the last hurrah
see
of Matt Smith and David Tennant before Capaldi took over.
Oh, maybe I did watch that.
God, I feel so sorry for
it.
Capaldi. The most abused fucking Doctor in history.
Dude. Well, it was right when that was when the show kind of, and then not his fault. That's not his fault. That's kind of when the show lost all its legitimacy in my eyes.
I mean, Capaldi was not the reason why Doctor Who failed. It was the atrocious fucking writing by the.
Yep.
Oh God, don't remind me about those freaks.
No matter how hard we try, it always comes back to how much everything we loved as children is being ruined.
But it's because we're passionate about what we loved, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It just shows that we still loved what we loved.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are you? By the way, I'm sorry for distracting you again, but you see what I'm doing here? You liking what's happening?
Yeah. No, that's dope. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm watching raptly. That's what.
I'm trying to figure out what is the optimal way of making the tail. Do you want to sort of like being a more of a shadowy fire, or do you want me to just go all bright like this?
Holy shit! We just had big giant jet fly over. Like,
oof.
I like the
like this one.
Yeah, I do like a little.
One?
I like that.
That one.
A little more match in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like that's still that cosmic fire kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the brightness is in the furnace of the mouth, while the tail is more like the smoke that oozes away from it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, this is it so far. I can't really think of anything. Is it? Nah, it's not a Tyranid, Thomas. It is. I don't know. It is the weird, disformed love child of Unicron, the Skeleton King worm, and the planet-destroying super weapon from one of the Star Trek episodes.
Yeah, Star Trek.
I'm pretty happy with it turned out, though.
Dude, for real, I really do like this.
Yeah.
That looks dope.
So, I did not expect that I was actually, because if you're happy with this, I'm gonna count it as finished, and hell.
Yeah, man. We're just about clocked in at 2 hours here, so that probably be a good.
Yeah, looks like both you and me managed to do this one like really quick. I did not expect to finish this one so quickly.
Man.
Huh.
Yeah, dude, I love this.
Yeah, fucking. If you want to do a fucking collab with me again, just fucking hit me up, man. This was awesome.
For real, dude. We should do this again. We should probably make it a regular thing.
Hey, I'm in.
I could get behind that.
Yeah. And also, it's just nice chatting with you because while we always get back to the fucking tumor that plagues us, we both are passionate about the stuff we love.
Yeah.
That's what matters in the end, dude.
It's good to have deep conversations about stuff you love. So,
Martin thinks we should collaborate on some. Well, okay, now that they say it, I do see the Surgness in it. But yeah, what kind of fan art are you thinking? Hey, guys, we're gonna do another collaboration. I guess it's already decided. So, any suggestions?
Yeah, throw out some ideas.
Yeah, because
even you can even add us in the Sultan's Discord because we're both in there.
Yeah. You can actually add us in the Trym's Art Shack, so go ahead.
Channel, yeah, there's the Trym's Art Shack channel.
Because I did get a little bit strict on there because the idea was I used to post on the art wall before, but then everybody else started posting their own awesome art. TBD. Seriously, you work like a god, and I didn't want to be like, oh, this is only for the things. That's why I made the Trym's Art Shack channel, so I could post more of my own stuff there. So I didn't mean to come down with a hammer a while back. That was a bit harsher than necessary. So I'm gonna like put that one on. Feel a little bit bad for that.
It's
But
all good.
it is, since if it has something to do with like artwork or shit like this, then if you have any suggestions after the stream, just yeet them in the art shack, and we'll put them on the list and see which one is most interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we could make some killer Mass Effect fan. Oh yes, we fucking could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. I haven't really done much metal, actually. Dude, we could make some fucking awesome Reapers or Leviathans.
I think it's just a matter of you getting the right brushes.
I mean,
I think if you find some good metal brushes,
yeah,
then I think, because man, you crushed this one like super quick. This really came out really did like it was super awesome, and it was really cool seeing how you use the brushes to like the best effect.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
I'm going to disappoint Callum so much right now. I have no idea what BattleTech is.
Oh, it's the BattleTech and Mech Warrior are the two competing IPs for the Giant Robot franchise.
Oh.
But yeah, BattleTech is the giant. BattleTech is the future I hope we get into. And honestly, it's really a huge and disgusting disappointment that Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are not having a fucking mech battle. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Two multi-billionaires. Come on, build a mech. Like,
They made a
what
fucking
better time
mech.
than now?
Dude, they make it a
What better
fucking
time than
mech
now?
to crush a car in the Armored Core special
Yeah.
pre-release thing. They sort of had this large get-together where people could try the game and shit. And they had a goddamn mech standing outside wrecking a car. I want more of that. Huh, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the BattleTech motif, but it is definitely it's all mechanical.
Yeah. I do like that.
I mean, of course, it's the Armored Core. It's kind of the Armored Core motif.
Yeah.
You know.
Though what I like about Armored Core is, while it is fast, it isn't like stupid fast where robots move like ballet dancers, but it is it has weight limits. Like the sleek and small machines tend to be really damn quick and fast, but they can't take much damage, while the heavier machines are slower and more brutal. I like it. I really like it.
I think my audio just dropped again. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now.
There we go.
Audio dropped out again. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like you're talking, all of a sudden it just cuts out on me. But yeah.
But yeah, huh. I like it. I like it.
I have done some sunsets, but not a lot. Yeah, I've done a few sunsets.
Yeah.
I really do like in clouds.
I think Marco is right that you could do some really good Red Dead Redemption if you have the right stencils. If you need any, just hit me and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, dude, that's what I recently so I wish I could buy a laser cutter, but then at the same time I do enjoy cutting these stencils by hand.
Yeah.
So I just got or I just ordered a bunch of Mylar sheets. And I got a roll of masking material, which doesn't always work the best, but I'm coming to find out. But I've got some Mylar sheets, so I'll be able to cut more like intricate and better stencils than just cutting them out of poster board.
That sounds good. So Marco has Mass Effect, Fallout, and Red Dead Redemption as a suggestion.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Hey, I'm in. Though maybe Mass Effect could be a good start, because oh god, I love me some Mass Effect.
So, I've never played it.
Oh shit!
I never played Mass Effect. I've missed out on a lot of games just because I was busy raising kids. And so, but yeah, I never actually got to play Mass Effect.
It
Um,
is a game series which is
Oh, I know about it. I know what it
it
is.
is equal
Like, I
to
just never
Star
got to play
Wars,
it.
like old Star Wars. It was actually made by the guys
OG.
doing KOTOR. They wanted to make something in Star Wars, they got denied, and they're like, fuck it, we'll make our own thing. And it is, without a doubt, one of the best action RPGs out there. Like, role-playing games, sci-fi. It is so damn good.
Right on. Right on. Yeah, I know about the memes from 3. That's another one.
The thing
I've
about Mass
never.
Effect 3, it deserves some of the hate, but I'm gonna be... I'm disappointed a few people with this, but I'm happy with the ending we got, especially because of the Citadel DLC. Because at least the story concluded in a way that, without too much thinking, makes sense.
Right.
That I'm happy with the result we got. It's not perfect, but at least it ended in a way that isn't a sigh of annoyance like in fucking Game of Thrones or everything else
Or
recently.
everything else. Yeah.
It just didn't peter out. It took center stage. It stumbled a bit on the final act, but it managed to gracefully bow and say goodbye.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
So
Star Wars.
on that note, that note with Star Wars, so I loved Star Wars as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it. And then George Lucas decided to do the digital re-releases, and he decided to do the fucking that digital remake of the Empire, or not Empire, of Return of the Jedi, where wasn't it Return of the Jedi? The one with the cantina. Yeah, okay. The release of the original Star Wars with the cantina scene that they added in.
Oh, where Han Solo
was
breaks his neck?
Yeah, it was abominable. It was abominable, and it's like, are you fucking, like, that is so off. And
Yeah.
then he did the fucking prequel trilogy.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm a big prequel fan. I'm sorry.
See,
I am
and
the
I hate them. I hate them all.
I understand. I can understand. A lot of my friends hate the prequels, but I love them.
Yeah, I know.
I
and a lot of
understand what people hate. I do understand what
So-
people hate, but
It is a generational thing.
yeah.
I've learned that it's a generational thing, and it's because that was your Star Wars growing up. Like, the
Yes.
thing that I loved about Star Wars growing up is what you got out of that Star Wars growing up.
But here's the thing.
And so
It is still Star Wars. It is two specific different eras in Star Wars.
See, now I'm
It is. I know.
I-
Again, it is. One is a massive galactic fake civil war, while the other one is a much smaller conflict. It's a much more direct conflict, right? The
So,
rebels were
and
never
I-
really a true faction to fight, while the Separatist Republic War, that was a much more fair fight. Let's put it like that. And the politics in the first one, that is something that always interests me. I love in-lore politics, and I got that.
right.
And the thing is,
Well,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just, whenever people get on like the hate train for the prequels, I get a bit defensive because I'm able, at least for me, I'm able to see all the positive things. There are a lot of positives. Like, you have the fucking cringe-worthy moments with the romance, quote unquote, between Anakin and Padme in the second, and a little bit in the first movie, and Jar Jar Binks. But there are things that can be lovable about them, and just, oh, there's so much good in it. And then came Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which even more makes the prequels redeemed.
so I think, and I will agree with LGM in the chat, that the prequels are a million times better than anything Disney has done.
Yeah, because
Anything Disney has done is a shallow abortion
yeah,
or shallow abomination compared to. and I think that Clone Wars TV series did most of the heavy lifting for the prequels, because the movies themselves are not near as good as that TV series. And I think, and when you talk to most people who are fans of the prequels, it comes down to they loved Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And so I'm not, so the Clone Wars, and I didn't watch it. You know, I'm not, I was, because I had already tuned out of Star Wars by then, so I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But that's what everybody I talk to says. The Clone Wars did a great job, and so I'm willing to say, like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm not gonna shit on that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying. I'm not.
That's okay. I'm not holding it against you. You are entitled to your own opinion, and you grew up during a completely different era than I did. But I see Clone Wars in a much different light, and I do understand why you hate it. I understand why many other friends hate it too. But hell, here's the thing: Star Wars prequels are Star Wars. That is something everyone agrees. It is Star Wars. Regardless.
They didn't wholly ignore the extended universe.
Yeah.
Like,
because George Lucas cares about his IP. That's the thing. It was made with care by Lucas.
To a degree, I think George Lucas cares about making the continuing profitability of his IP.
I don't think it was profitability to him. To him, it was also about making a story. And the thing is, George Lucas he was relatively young when he began.
Cash grab.
I don't think it was a cash grab.
But that's my cynical view of it.
That's
right?
fair. That's fair.
But then you start this replay in front of me, and I gotta watch that, and I'm all distracted by the replay and shit. Can't talk about serious stuff while this is happening.
Aha! My 5D chess move works out perfectly.
Damn it, you got it.
Get owned.
The battle droids. You're right, Callum. You're right. The battle droids in I will say that about the prequels. Every one of the droids in there felt like a Star Wars droid. They look like Star Wars droids.
And also here's the
Did a good
thing:
job with that.
Star Wars also had the to date best cyborg design ever, General fucking Grievous.
Now, yeah, there's no way Obi-Wan would have beat General Grievous. I just don't think that's possible.
No, but okay, here's the thing.
That match was fixed. That was
it wasn't
bullshit.
fixed.
I'm gonna call him cheating. He was
Okay.
cheating. Grievous threw that match. He would have not lost that match normally.
No, but the point about Grievous is that he doesn't have the ability of the Force, while Obi-Wan Kenobi has the Force. When he went into that fight against Grievous, he was essentially... Grievous is a machine, and he uses fear to break people down, right?
Right.
That's many people point over to like the Battle of Hypori in the Clone Wars, in the first Clone Wars cartoon, about how he's downgraded. But the thing is, every single Jedi was exhausted and already on the brink and afraid. And it's already stated by Dooku during their sparring match later that season that he must break them before he confronts them. And that's what Grievous does. It's just that Filoni never was a Grievous fan, so he never really gave Grievous that moment he truly deserved until later in the series.
You know, and I will also give the prequels, and you're 100% right, the credit that it's Star Wars, because Jesus fucking Christ, jets flying over my house again. Yeah, it's right. It is Star Wars because that is all extended canon. There's extended canon that is cohesive, makes fucking sense, and supports the actually existing material, which the Disney shit doesn't, especially since they're like, well, we don't have any material to work with. It's like, go bitch, go stick your head in a fucking
exactly. Oh god, Kathleen Kennedy's like, we don't have like several 400-page books. No, you don't have several 400-page books. You have several 700-page books. You fucking bitch.
Several 700-page books and a couple hundred page books.
You know what?
Go through
you know the worst part is Disney fucking canceled the Yuuzhan Vong invasion. Kathleen single-handedly ruined it. Honestly, the greatest, most cataclysmic fucking event in all of Star Wars. Ruined. Because, again, do you know about the Yuuzhan Vong?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Bro, if we do a Star Wars collaboration, we're fucking doing the Yuuzhan Vong as a theme because they are...
Alright.
Imagine the jihadis on crystal meth, steroids, and 15 other kinds of illegal body-boosting drugs and chemicals.
Yeah.
Now dress them in fully living and organic armor and weaponry and spaceships that literally can bend the fabric of time and space, you know, manipulate gravity, and also shoot plasma. Oh, and they look like skeleton people with jet black blood. That is the Yuuzhan Vong.
Oh, that sounds dope as hell.
Oh yeah, they're first in... It's a 5-year war where the Imperial Remnant and Galactic New Republic have to fucking join forces or be obliterated by a violently, religiously fanatic order that hates technology. And they find the Jedi and they go on a Jedi killing spree, not scenes, since Grievous or Vader combined.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and that's a fucking audiobook series.
And then Disney threw it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit was so fucking brutal. Oh my god, it is. Yeah. Dude, seriously, just do yourself a favor. Check out the Yuuzhan Vong War. They are also removed from the Force. The Jedi couldn't sense them because the Yuuzhan Vong was from another galaxy and completely removed. You find out how later, much later in the series, but they were severed from the Force.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That
Oh god, I fucking love them. The day I found the Yuuzhan Vong War, found out about Yuuzhan Vong, my love for Star Wars just exploded into all-consuming. And through the Yuuzhan Vong, I started developing a real fascination for, like, that was in my Resident Evil phase. Like, you see how I do the claws and shit here? That is pretty much due to my own interest in the Yuuzhan Vong. I love organic technology, because it's so impossible, yet you can explain it so cool. It is, oh god. Yeah, you know what? If you want to do a collaboration next time, one of my suggestions is a Star Wars collaboration, and I can talk the ears of you about the Yuuzhan Vong. Because if we're gonna start now, this stream is gonna go for several hours.
Well, yeah, no, that actually sounds like a good idea for another stream later.
Oh yeah, or unless you want to do something for something. But hey, I'm putting that's the note I'm putting in the hat.
Right on. Well, yeah, man, that's for sure. That's I'm down.
Fuck yeah.
I'm down to do it. So, yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
We can make this. I would love to make this a reoccurring thing. So, yeah, I mean, we can figure out the details of all that shit offline. So don't worry about that. But,
yeah.
Using biological. Yeah, the aliens in Independence Day.
It is. I wrote nut so much better, but I mean butt so much better. But hey, I nut about it, so okay. And now, even my collection. I can't write today. Fuck it.
And I'm an Independence Day hater too. I'm just such a.
The first movie was cool. The second movie was trash, and Independence Day is a popcorn movie.
I'm gonna say I'm an old school Will Smith hater.
Yep.
And so that extended into me not liking the Independence Day because I just thought Will Smith was such a fucking chode in it. And then from them, the whole premise of it was like, oh, you're using an apple to interface with an alien spaceship. Like, how retarded do you think I am? I don't know. So I see, and I always felt like in Mars Attacks was the because there were a couple of alien invasion movies in that time, and I always thought Mars Attacks was the most like believable one.
It was a comedy,
Because-
wasn't it?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was. The aliens show up and they like, we come in peace, and then they just start blasting everybody, and then they're doing all sorts of crazy shit, like when they reel the fucking gun up behind the old lady, and when they're getting ready
Yeah.
to blow her head off, and then they're like bowling down buildings and shit with the
Oh
giant
yeah,
fist.
and the way I do like how it kind of made a nod to H.G. Wells' War of the World, which is honestly a fantastic story too. It's
Yeah.
something completely inane and something humanity really doesn't care much about. The fucking yodeling music is what killed the Martians?
I was like, I can't remember who the fuck it was. It's not Conway Twitty. It's someone like that. Just some random old country music. Oh god, that was so funny.
And it just
And I love it, like, they're like,
oh,
oh, they killed Congress, and then everybody starts laughing.
yes. Oh god, you miss the old
Yeah.
days.
So that's why we say like, oh, that's by far the most realistic alien invasion movie.
Yeah, because if entirety of Congress was destroyed, we would all just laugh. Or a few of us would be like, "Shit, Brandon Herrera," and you just see him come out of the dust and like, "I'm okay, guys." Yeah. Oh, Little Green Martian. The Bennett Lilacs are essentially
Oh, yeah.
the Bennett
right.
the Yuuzhan Vong are what the Bennett Lilacs Lilaxu would become. Yes. If they
Oh,
suddenly
that is interesting.
Yeah, if the Bennett Lilaxu had Lilacs, I fuck can't say the word properly.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
Norwegian.
Lilaxu.
Lilaxu. If they would suddenly had if they had developed a caste system and devoted and became a religious zealot race devoted to pain, yes. Because pain is central to the Yuuzhan Vong religion. They worship through pain, their own and others. Which kind of makes it hard to interrogate them.
Oh, so they're social justice warriors.
No, it's they it's not they love to throw pain at other people. They love pain.
They love wallowing in their white guilt.
No, actually, they're pretty much the exact opposite. I'm trying to find a connection that works with them, because the thing is, you have people who try to join the Yuuzhan Vong, but the funny thing is that the word for peace in Yuuzhan Vong means surrender. Or servitude or something. It just means people are like, yes, we want peace, and they're like, seriously, you want peace? Okay, fine. Hey guys, new slaves.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'll throw out a little anecdote, totally unrelated, but
Go
it's
on.
kind of funny on that note. So I was talking to one of my Swedish friends today, and she was telling a story about how her grandparents didn't get along until they bought the farm.
Oh.
That they lived on. She's like, yeah, it was great until they struggled a lot until they bought the farm. But she meant like they literally bought a farm.
I first thought she said died.
That's what we were like. And we were like, bought the farm means died, right? And she's like, oh no, I didn't even think about that. Hey, Bez.
Oh.
That's what she's telling us. Like, yeah, and we're like, yeah, I bet they got along great after they fucking died.
Okay, I gotta ask, Bessie,
That's
what
hard.
the fuck kind of vaginas have you got into contact with?
He's from Australia. They're different down there.
Oh, fair. It's all the mermaids, probably.
I'd say the mermaid.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. The Cenobites have a
The
bit.
Cenobites.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a certain way, but without all the supernatural mumbo jumbo. But yeah, they do have a fascination with pain.
Yeah.
Well, we have, It's
God.
I'm sorry to say, but we've fucking come to the end of the stream. Thank you, Bessic, for coming at the ass end. I'm sorry. Oh, it was so much fun.
Coming at the ass end and talking about a monster vagina.
Jesus. I don't want Australian fucking biology lessons right now.
It's the horrific cosmic fleshlight. Oh god.
Also with fucking background radiation. This is the pocket pussy left alone at the fucking office of the Chernobyl fucking power station. Oh lord.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we embrace the madness in this fucking stream. We can, and if you guys are interested in hearing more about the female Australian genitalia, you can join us on Wednesday, as me and Bessic have, at the moment, plans of doing another art stream that day. What I'm gonna draw, I have no idea, but I might, maybe I'll try to do some Yusan Wong stuff, maybe if I remember it. Who knows?
Yeah. I really love Dune too, so I would be down to do some
yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah, fucking.
Like
what?
A navigator or something would be fucking cool.
Oh, dude, that would be. We have a lot of good ideas now, but here's the thing. Have you heard about? Before we drop off, fuck, it never stops. Okay, have you heard about Jodorowsky's Dune? Because if we're gonna do a Dune setting, we gotta talk about that fucking fucking madman.
I've heard it, but I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it. I'm not.
I implore you to find the documentary called Jodorowsky's Dune.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that documentary.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's beautiful, man, and you kind of weep for what we didn't get, but thanks to it not being made, it's inspired a lot of modern sci-fi, dude.
Yeah.
Star Wars wouldn't have existed without it. Neither would Terminator in the same way.
That's what I heard. Well, Star Wars wouldn't exist without the Dune books in general.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Like, it's just such a foundational sci-fi series. We're actually going, my youngest son and I are going through the books now. We're taking a break while we're waiting for the newest Dresden Files book. And we're listening to, going through the Dune series.
Hell yeah. So, all Dresden Files. Yeah, we have a lot of subjects you and me can cover on this fucking channel.
Well, I saw Anakin. It's actually Luke that was Paul Atreides. Because, well, actually, you could say Anakin was more Paul Atreides.
No, I think Anakin is more of a Leto because Anakin falls to the dark side and then redeems himself.
No, that's well, he does redeem himself in a way, but I think that Anakin's line does follow more of Paul's line. Because Paul falls out of,
Yeah, he does.
When he stops, when he goes to be the preacher, and then he tries to subvert and stop.
Yeah, Luke is more like the heroic vision of Paul, but Anakin is essentially the quote-unquote real story of Paul Atreides. So actually, father and son are both Paul Atreides in a way. Yeah, I do like that one. That's better.
Yeah. Well, got a lot of ideas, man.
We have a lot of good plans.
We could spend the next 2 hours talking about it here.
Yeah. So much for trying to close the stream. How many times have we tried to cut off the stream until we started rambling on things? Number 3, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, this is good. I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. No, I think we can talk more about that offline for sure.
Hell yeah.
I mean, because otherwise this is gonna go on forever.
Yeah. Do you have any final parting words?
Again, I want to thank Bezic, all you guys at the Sultans for inspiring me to get going, and for giving me an awesome Discord server and community to hang out with. Yeah, if you want, I know my time zone is not conducive to people tuning into my live streams, But if you're interested in checking out one of my live streams ever, I stream at 9:30 or 9 o'clock p.m. every Friday. That's when I paint with blacklight shit.
Yeah.
I've rigged up my patio and everything with neon lights. Once a month, I paint for the kids in my neighborhood. So those usually go on for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just putting out shorts, not doing anything super duper special. But yeah, I'm super stoked to do more collabs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Again, I'm
So
really thankful for, first of all, getting in contact with us and becoming a part of the crew, and also thank you for joining with this collab idea, and I'm looking forward to doing it again, man. It's a lot of
yeah,
fun.
for sure, dude. Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Hell yeah.
So I guess as we can do the rest of the sign-offs offline, but let's say thank you to everybody for tuning in to the stream for the whole time.
Yeah.
Being here with us. So this has been a lot of fun, and you know, I chat with Callum and stuff in the chats of a lot of videos, and so it's kind of cool to be on this side. So yeah, thanks, aloha guys. And,
Yeah. And also remember, probably on Wednesday, not 100% guaranteed, but very likely, me and Bess are gonna do one final art stream before I head back onto the boat. And also remember to join Monkey's stream. Does anybody have the link for his stream, Bessic or Painter? 48 Chronicles? See, I'm gonna see. I might be able to find the. I'm gonna see if I can find the link. Give me 2 seconds. If YouTube would fucking load, that'd be nice. Damn it. Come on, you dumb technological little.
Is he streaming right now? Or is he streaming coming up?
It's upcoming, right? It's upcoming.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, in 32 minutes from now, we will be having a Woxy ovary. Yeah, oh, there. Bessic did the thing.
All right.
Thank God for Bessic sometimes, I swear to God.
I was almost there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, PK just shows up.
Prime Night!
shows up.
Talking about ass end of the stream.
Yeah, we're just finishing up.
Well,
We'll give you a second to admire the work that Trym's done here on the stream.
Yeah.
On the screen, 'cause it's fucking rad. This
Yeah.
is fucking rad.
though
this
it's
is
not
better
just
than I
on
hoped.
me though. You did the background. You set the mood of it. So I
Oh,
merely just filled it in as well as I could.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh,
2-hour plus drive. It's like an average day in Australia. I feel bad for you, Prime. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, my friends, with this, I want to thank you all very much for coming along. I want to thank you all very much for coming along. And same to you, thank you for doing this with me. Dave, I'm just going to say Dave because whole
Yeah,
bag
just
of
say
painting is a mouthful.
Yeah. Yeah, just say Dave.
Yeah.
No, for sure, dude. I'm. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. And likewise. Alright, guys,
Alright.
that is it. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, aloha, folks.